What's up guys, Tony Maritato here, licensed physical therapist. In today's video I want to talk about foam roll and how a 50-year-old man uses foam roll not just to improve soft tissue mobility, reduce pain, but also just as a core workout. Now I just finished a run on the treadmill. I've got a couple different foam rolls here. I'm going to explain the difference, and there's 1,000 other varieties online. This would be considered a high density foam roll. It's very firm. It's miserable. I'm not even going to mess with that. I like the softer but still firm, resilient foam roll. We've got about a 10 or 12 inch and then a 30 inch. I really only need the shorter one, so I'm going to get rid of the long one too. And basically, you're going to hear lots of stuff about what the foam roll does, how it's supposed to work, how it breaks up scar tissue and releases adhesions. I'm just going to tell you what it does is it mashes the tissue, it gives you pressure, it gives you altered sensation. On a mechanical perspective though, because I did just finish a run, there's going to be a lot of fluid that's draining down into the lower legs because the muscles have been working, the quad, the hamstring, the calf. This is going to help facilitate and support the fluid exchange. It's literally going to squeeze the soft tissue, the muscles, to push the fluid back into the system. My heart would do it naturally, but gravity is going to kind of pull down if I'm standing and walking, keeping the fluid in the lower extremity. This is going to help to push that fluid back up. It's also going to spread the muscle fibers in ways that stretching just doesn't do. So typically what we do, we go low to high. I like to start on the calf. I just crisscross my legs. I lift my hips up. This is where I mentioned the core workout begins, because basically what's happening is my shoulder girdle, my abdominals, my glutes, they're all working to get my butt off the floor, and then I'm rolling about a 6-inch area to just kind of massage the tissue. I could turn so I'm more on the medial calf. I could turn so I'm a little more on the lateral calf, the posterior calf. I go anywhere that I feel like I need it. I do about 10 repetitions, then I switch and I hit the other calf muscle. The main thing to remember when you're rolling the calf is you want to keep a relaxed foot and ankle. A lot of times because it's uncomfortable, we tend to tense up. A tense muscle is not going to allow the pressure of the foam roll to penetrate. So we just massage. Most of the tender area is going to be more on the inside or medial aspect, especially where that musculotendinous juncture is, where the calf muscle turns into the Achilles tendon. Once we've done about 10 passes on the calf, we can hit the hamstring real quick. I've been a physical therapist since 2006, a strength and conditioning coach before that. I've never met a person who has any kind of sensitivity through the hamstrings, but it's still good to do. Then we move up the chain. We hit the glute. And when I'm doing the glute, what I like to do is I like to quarter turn, and I like to work through gluteus maximus, gluteus medius. Those are the two main glute muscles on the posterior and lateral side. Gluteus minimus is on the side of the hip. We'll do that when we get the IT band. But I do a few passes on one side. If I was to find a really tender spot, maybe the piriformis is really tender, reactive. Sorry, I'm sweating. I could spend a little bit of time there. I could just stop. I could go into this cross-legged position, which exposes the piriformis a little bit more. I can kind of oscillate on it. But most of the time, you're going to find that the tissue, it's doing great. It's just a little sore, just a little sensitive. Once I've done both hips, I like to flip over. I'm going to go sideways so you can see it. And I hit the quads. So I'm on my stomach, kind of this plank position. I'm going to go down and back up. I pretty much go from before I touch the kneecap up to the top of the hip or the bottom of my pant pocket. Again, this is usually pretty comfortable. Now we get into what would be considered the house of pain. So I go on my side. We can do this a couple of different ways. I mentioned gluteus minimus. That is above the point of the hip. The bony point here is the greater trochanter. I'm above that and below the top of the iliac crest, the top of the pelvis. I would hit that a couple of times, usually not too bad. Then I bring it down, and here is where I start to work the IT band. And almost universally, everybody is going to agree the IT band is the most painful, most uncomfortable of all the tissues in the lower extremity. Now, if you're watching this and you're still watching it, let me know. What do you think is the most sensitive area? Is it the quads, the calves, or is it the IT band? So I would hit one IT band, about 10. Then I would switch. I would hit the other. And you can really control how much pressure you put through the IT band based on how much you offload between the other leg, the other arm, and even the supporting hand. I could virtually not even put any body weight, or I could put 100% of my body weight through the IT band. In all of those positions, I hope the thing that you saw was my core was working, my obliques, my abdominals, my low back, my shoulder girdle, my thoracic spine. Every part of my upper body was working to maneuver my lower body over the pressure of the foam roll. So this is something, I say it's like basic hygiene. I brush my teeth, I floss, I wash my hair, I do my foam roll. It gives you a chance to build awareness around the body so that if there is a problematic area in the soft tissue, you will find it before it becomes too much of a problem. I'm not saying this is going to cure it, but it allows you to identify those issues before they become bigger problems. If you guys have any questions, if you guys have any feedback, absolutely leave them in the comments and I'll catch you on the next video.